Defend Davison, subscribe to Stephen Icons.
Right, there's a very brief article here about Tyson Fury and his Ring Magazine, or lineal title if you like, where the Ring Magazine editor, Dougie Fisher, has reiterated that Tyson Fury has until Thursday, the 1st of February, to announce a fight or he will be stripped of his title. Big, bold, capital letters, he will be stripped of his title. And Dougie Fisher also said that if Tyson Fury is stripped, then it will be on the line, the vacant title will be on the line for Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker. Now, of course, really, you only kind of lose that title in the ring or you vacate it. That's kind of the only way you can really do it. There are certain kind of rules that, you must defend your title within a certain period of time. There's no kind of ranking where they say, well, you must defend it against this kind of person, like a mandatory. There is no kind of mandatory for it. You just fight whoever, and it happens to be on the line with whatever other titles you've got as well, of course. Now, Tyson Fury is very, very proud to be lineal champion, the Ring Magazine, and to lose that belt will be a bit of a blow to him. And I know this belt is just as important to him as holding any other world title. And of course, it's a good bargaining chip as well. When it comes to him fighting Anthony Joshua, he wants that belt. It makes it that more interesting, especially if that point Anthony Joshua is undisputed. So he's already been through Joseph Parker and potentially Deontay Wilder or Luis Ortiz, whoever that may be. And if all the stars aligned, all this kind of thing, depending on what you kind of hope for, would Anthony Joshua be undisputed? Yes, he will be undisputed, but of course people and boxers themselves will also, but you kind of need that lineal as well, even though it's not an official title, but it's one that if you are lineal champion, Ring Magazine, it's almost like you represent the people, so you are somewhat the people's champion, if you like. It's a paper thing, but still, and like I said, there's no mandatory for it, but it's a belt that all fighters want. They always want to hold that title. Currently, Tyson Fury has that. Now, for him to announce a fight before Thursday, the 1st of February, if this is definitely going to be happening, then he needs to make a decision as to which promoter he's going to go with. Is he going to go with Eddie Hearn at Matchroom? Is he going to go with Frank Warren? It's a bit of a tricky one for him, because obviously if he wants the Anthony Joshua fight, then the fight is much easier to make if he signs with Eddie Hearn, because obviously Anthony Joshua is with Matchroom. But if he went with Frank Warren, of course that fight can still be made, but it just means that when it comes down to the negotiating, there's going to be some kind of bitter rivalry with the fact that Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn do not get along. They don't even talk at all. They don't exchange emails. They don't do anything. And of course with Sky, they are like the big daddy, if you like, as far as British boxing goes, with BT now on the rise. So, whereas BT, I'm sure, would be quite open to have a shared broadcasting for this fight with Sky, I'm not too sure that Sky will, because Sky will look at them as if say, well, who are you? You know, we're not going to give you a bunk up, if you like. But either way, Tyson Fury needs to make a decision, Eddie Hearn or Frank Warren or another one. And the reason that he needs to do that is because they are the ones who will ultimately give him the fight date. Maybe Mick Hennessy could do it, I suppose, but Mick Hennessy, I don't know, after the whole Hughie Fury, Joseph Parker thing, where it ended up on YouTube, and the promo was very lackluster. Not always his fault. I mean, unfortunately, when you don't really have the networks in place, what do? But what does Tyson Fury want to do for his comeback fight? Maybe he will just have a very low-key comeback fight, and Mick Hennessy will promote it. He will go through it all for him until he makes a final decision. Maybe that's what he's going to do. Who knows? Haymaker? Nah. But, you know, Cyclone Promotions, they're in a bit of financial trouble, so unlikely then, but it could be. Maybe an American promoter, Al Heyman, Bob Arum, Golden Boy. We'll have to wait and see. But that's what he needs to do. Make a decision, pretty sharpish, what he's going to do as far as promoters go within the next day or two, so he can get a fight date announced. He didn't have to announce an opponent, he just needs the date, so the Ring Magazine know when that belt is going to be defended, because like I said, they've been pretty lenient because of his whole UCAD situation, didn't quite know what was going to go on. They didn't want to strip the title from him because usually they like their current champion, if you like, to defend it in the ring or vacate it. That's pretty much the only way that you really lose that belt. But you do have to defend it within a certain time period. That time period has well and truly expired now. And the reason for that was because of the whole UCAD thing. They didn't want to take the belt off him, which would be very out of character for them to do that anyway, and ultimately end up with egg on their face, especially if Tyson Fury turned out to be in the right and innocent and all this kind of thing. They didn't want that look about them. So they have given him the time, but now they're saying, listen, you know, we know that you're free to apply for your license now. Make a decision. Give us a fight date. We want to know when you are defending that title. Now, I don't know about sanction fees. Do they get paid any kind of money? I imagine they probably get something. But either way, be interesting. So Tyson Fury needs to make a decision on the promoter and give them a date by Thursday, the 1st of February. Or he will be stripped, according to Dougie Fisher, who again is the Ring Magazine editor. He will be stripped if he does not provide a fight date by February the 1st. And that title will be on the line for Anthony Joshua in his unification fight with Joseph Parker on March the 31st. Drop your thoughts below. Click that thumbs up. Subscribe. Catch you on next video.